Look at the dogs. Did you see the dog cages he had on the sides of his motorcycle? Something tells me those weren't pets. We came across this impressive temple, and I say impressive because just look at the location. Surrounded by beautiful rice fields, and behind it is the coconut forest. Probably one of the most aesthetic temples we've come across, or as they say, aesthetic.
A little while later, we're going to go diving.
Good morning and welcome to another day cycling around the largest island in China. Today we woke up in a small village known as Nanxiao, and we ended up here by accident. Night fell on us. We were exhausted after a series of endless climbs. They left my legs sore, and we had to ask the locals about hotels since none showed up on the English platforms around here, but that's become pretty common on this trip.
Today's plan is to cycle 51 kilometers. But in the middle of the route, we're going to stop to visit an island that has become very famous on the west side of the island. This island is called Boundary Island or Border Island, and that's because it not only marks a territorial border of Hainan Island, but it's also from that point that the weather conditions start to change.
They had promised me 35 kilometers, but they increase it every day. It's always like today we're going to do 30, and the next thing I know it's already 60 and I'm exhausted. But that's part of the adventure. This is the first time we've gotten caught in the rain on the road, and just yesterday we sent all our camping gear back home, including our raincoats. I don't know why I said yesterday. It has rained. We're on an island. Hello? We're on an island at a good time of year. I don't think it's going to rain, and if it does rain, how much could it really affect this heat? Well, today it's starting to get cool, but we hope it stays calm like this and that the sun comes out later, because today we're also going to one of the most beautiful islands in the whole country. Obviously it's not the same when it's raining, but let's hope our luck changes. I was just saying that the previous street looked really bad. Well, that's because they're building the new road. Surely in a year or two this will be really nice. That's how it is in China. When you find something ugly, it's very likely about to change, and this is no exception.
Bye. Bye. Hello? Hello? I'm here. I'm here. We stopped for a second to use the bathroom at this coffee shop and to have some water, a coffee or something. And then the sky opened up. Now it's raining. And I think it was a good decision to stop here, because if not, the rain would have caught us in the middle of the road. The weather is really unpredictable. Look, it cleared up a little, and well, we have to take advantage now that it stopped raining, because we don't know how long this little break will last. So let's go. And let's hope the rain doesn't catch us again. Never mind, the rain is back a little. It's coming down again. Bye. Bye.
And just when you think the worst is over, because yesterday was brutal. There's a sign that says, entering the mountainous area. I mean, ups and downs. Crazy ups and downs again. If we get slopes like yesterday's, I'm going to need water. I'm definitely going to get stuck halfway. I was just talking with Noelia, and she said, today will be easy. My map shows when climbs are ahead. Yesterday it was red. Today it's blue. It's going to be easy. What a mistake that was.
Let's see, I said. The climb is easier. At least I can go up pedaling. Yesterday I had to get off the bike.
We're just getting started. This is the first one. If you're still on your bike in half an hour, I'll believe you. I don't know how many meters, but that would be useful.
It says 1.2 kilometers here. But I don't know if that's uphill or just to the next crossing.
That's about 10 hours in real life, right? This is one of those 3 Doritos later moments. Noelia just said, at least today I'm not getting off the bike. Look.
Hi, are you joining us?
How beautiful.
Are you joining us, little friend?
Do you want to come with us? I'm getting off the bike to honor the little dog, not because I'm tired. Look, we already have a pet. No, don't go, Benito.
Yes, he's coming with us.
If he's in the middle of nowhere, he doesn't belong to anyone.
Should we adopt him?
If he follows us around the whole island, then yes.
The girl brought her dog. Why couldn't we do that too?
That's why I say, if he follows us around the island, then yes. But he already left.
He said, no, these poor devils. They're going uphill. Oh, here it is. Hello?
Oh God, that's scary. If it keeps following us, we'll have to adopt it. What if we take it with us? Could we rig up some kind of cradle for him?
No, we'll do it.
Yes, we'll do it. Could he be called Jose?
Let him be called Hainan.
Nah.
Let's call him Juan Dao.
Juan Dao. This isn't a joke. The equipment already went off. What are we going to do? We can't leave it?
I think we accidentally ended up with a pet. Accidentally on purpose.
No, but then how are we going to take it?
The problem is where we're going to sleep with him now that he's here.
That's it?
Where are you going?
Maybe that's his house. Juanito, yes.
We have been left behind.
Juanito? Come, Juan. Hey. Hello? Our precious.
He's the smiling puppy.
No, precious. Well, look, if he does follow us, since we can't control whether he follows us or not, maybe we'll make him a little bed in the saddlebags.
How do we take him to Shinjinkai?
We'll rent a car.
We would have to take him to the vet.
No, well, obviously, and then make sure the cats don't bother him.
Careful over here.
Careful, Juan. No, Juan. Oh God, I'm scared he'll get run over. No, Maka, can you imagine if we ended up adopting a dog on the road while we're driving around the island?
He would be there, Peepo. He has a story.
Honestly, if he does follow us, I really would take him with me. Especially because I was recording when he showed up out of nowhere. Like Pepe, who also showed up out of nowhere. The thing is, we have a cat that, according to what Noelia tells me, which I'm still not sure how much I believe, one day just showed up out of nowhere. She was arriving at the house and it appeared to her. That's what she tells me, but she and her siblings are known for tricking their parents and sticking them with animals. Her brother already did that once.
It's our fault that they are our pets.
No way we were going to upload this today. Didn't your map say it was blue or something? Even Juan is already tired. Juanito, come on, Noelia, now it's ours, right? I mean, I don't think it's coming back. We've come a long way already. Juan. Juan, come here. Oh God. No, what is he doing? Juanito. No, I'm going to have a fit, Noelia. We still have a lot of kilometers to go. No, Juan. I'm going to lose it, Noelia. He's going to get run over. What are we going to do? We can't leave him here. He's walked with us for so long. No joke. We've walked like 2 kilometers already. Juan, please don't cross. Nothing can happen to you now. You just need to survive until the next town. There, we'll make you a bed and buy you a collar. We're going to give you an egg. Juanito, who is it?
We give him the egg and he leaves, right?
Thank you for participating. Hey! Watch out!
更好 Hello.
Very good. Hello, are you filming here? Selling coffee, huh? The coffee sellers come here. What do I check in for? Oh, check in with a photo? Do I have to check in for this? Right. Have you bought it yet? Yes, that's right. You definitely have to check in. Thank you, just open it. Now it's ours. How many days ago were we here? How many days ago were you here? Yes. Let's go. Is Caillou coming? No, Juan Dao left. I think he knew his limits. He came with us up to where the people from the cafe were, and then he left. It hurt me.
Oh well, this is his natural habitat. I mean, he didn't want to come. If he had followed us, I would have said yes, because for me it's destiny. But in the end, he wanted to stay here. And you know how people here in China keep their dogs loose, you know? Maybe he's someone's dog and he's just being opportunistic, going around to whoever gives him a boiled egg.
He played us, he really messed with our feelings.
It wasn't out of malice, he's just a dog following his instincts.
No, he played with our feelings, Juan. Why did you do that to me? Now this ride has really turned sad. No, I can't believe it. I don't know if I'll be able to love again after that. I don't know if I've told you before, but I'm dying to have a puppy, and that would have been a dream come true, but it didn't happen. We were crying over the loss of Juan when suddenly we came across this temple. Impressive, and I mean it. Just look at the location, surrounded by beautiful rice fields, and behind it is the coconut forest. Probably one of the most aesthetic temples we've...
O como dirían, aesthetic.
And if you've seen our videos, you probably already know that these lions are always found outside important businesses, even banks. One is female and the other is male. This also has a lot to do with feng shui. I remember my mom had them too. And unfortunately, the temple is closed. I don't know what time they open it, but the security system is active. Look, there's the TV showing that you're being recorded, so be careful if you think about stealing the offering. And what I didn't know is that they also put these Chinese New Year stickers in the temples. This is a tradition observed in every household in the country during the Spring Festival. And usually these are wishes related to what the family wants for that year. For example, some ask for health, others ask for fortune, and others ask for professional success. And in this case, the upper ribbon says He Shen Ling Wei, which means very manifest spiritual power and authority. So, does that mean the divine force is felt very, very clearly in this temple? I won't tell you the others because the characters here are very difficult to understand. And on the other hand, many of them are poems or sayings that they don't teach you when you study Mandarin Chinese. There are many people, even those who have lived here for years, who also don't know what they say. This kind of inscription. If you've never seen a rice field up close, this is what they look like, and they're beautiful no matter what season you come in. Sometimes they turn golden and look amazing, but they're also beautiful when green. And look, here's the other altar. And another thing that impressed me is that the temple has solar panels on top for the security system that surrounds it. And up there is a horse. It's the horse of victory. By the way, this is the year of the horse. So is it good to have horse statues or horse symbols in your house if you believe in this? The feng shui of energies? Anyway, it was time to continue our journey. Hey, are you dead? Yes, I'm dead. Do you need help? Can you? I don't know, but thank you for the...
Joder, joder. No, ya yo, acabo de hacer el ridículo. Le digo, ¿necesitan ayuda? Y me dice, ¿sabes cómo cambiar llantas? Y yo, no. Y me dice, bueno, pues, entonces no, gracias. Cuando le ofrecí ayuda me refería a si me enseñas.
But yes, I think I made a fool of myself. Suddenly some little goats came out, right? The little goats are here to break my heart too.
You take one.
Just so they can break my heart, that's all.
We were just riding along peacefully when we came across this little breakfast stand that specializes in bouts.
Things like these are some of my favorites in Shenzhen. They're really good. Just look at the beef with chili. It really reminds me of my mom's picadillo, so I like it a lot. Also, the bouts would be perfect for the picadillo.
Picadillo would be perfect for the bouts.
Riding a bike makes you really hungry, and it's not expensive here. All of this for 21.
I'm going to show you what else is in this little store. They have some juices, water, these are soy milk drinks, and we also have cow's milk. And this here is a type of food called chu, which is like a kind of porridge made from different grains. For example, this one is made from black rice, it says here, but it looks more like red or purple or something like that. This one here is like the drink I like that has the jelly-like fungus. It's a little sweet. This one here has several types of grains. And this one here is made from xiaomi, which is a grain called millet in English. You can also buy boiled eggs. There's a lot of variety and even little churros. My mouth waters every time I see something like this. Thank you.
Oh, this one is so big. Do you think it can turn into a robot?
No, it can't.
I don't think so. How do you know? I think
That
can
become a...
Oh, but can you open this one? No, I can't. You can't. You can only open this one, right?
In the end, they invited us to eat inside because it started to rain. The people from this store were super nice, and Max became really good friends with the boy.
Dogs abandon you, but kids don't. Look at the boy. If he could, he would come with me. Look how sad he looks. Bye, see? I'd rather have a kid. I'd better go. Those who have been to Nanjing would probably call me out, but this town, city, county kind of reminds me a bit of the streets of Nanjing. I don't even know where we're passing through anymore. It's beautiful and unique because of the little trees forming a lovely corridor, and the people are even nicer. I really liked the kid from the voucher shop. We started playing there with some toy cars, and he had such a big smile that for a moment made me forget about that jerk Juan, or is life just cruel, and I couldn't even take him to the shop. Not even the dog. I can't bring my cats. Noelia always leaves me behind, and suddenly this trip starts to lose its meaning. But oh well, you can't have everything in life, and as the Chinese would say, Shen Ho Suo Po. Maybe the only good thing about today is that I can finally say I know how to ride without hands. After 34 years of trying, I can finally say that if I won a race, I could pose at least for a second. Now I just need to find a race, right? Look at the dogs. Did you see the dog cages he had on the sides of his motorcycle? Something tells me those weren't pets. They were all piled up. Those dogs were for food, 100%. Many of you have probably heard that in China people eat dog, and yes, that's true. It's not everywhere in the country. Remember, it's a huge country, but yes, people do eat dog. In many regions, for example in Guangxi, where we lived in Yangshuo, there was a market in front of our house. And every day you could see 3 or 4 dogs hanging there, sold by the piece or by the kilo. They sell you the fillet and so on. And around the city there are many restaurants that, in Chinese characters, advertise dog meat, dog stew, which is a dish that is eaten a lot over there. And you come to accept it as part of daily life. I even tried it myself, and I have to say it was good. My brain played with my feelings. I wouldn't eat it again unless it was served at a wedding or similar event. Still, it wasn't bad, and since I'm familiar with the culture, I don't see it as wrong. It's like in India. In India they don't eat cows, but that doesn't mean eating beef is a sin. It's simply a cultural difference, a different tradition. But what I don't know is if in this part of China, which is Hainan Island, it's also consumed. I can't be sure. But the way they were carrying the dogs in the cage looked pretty suspicious because they were all crowded together. Normally when they're pets, they don't carry them like that. However, in many parts of the country, eating dog is already prohibited, I get the impression, but I'm not sure if they just don't want to project that bad image internationally. Honestly, I think they shouldn't get rid of their traditions just because of how things are done in other countries. Anyway, in the end, everyone makes their own decisions, and I ask you, would you try it? A cornfield. It's very rare to see corn around here. In Mexico, it's quite common, especially where I used to live. In Metepec, there's corn everywhere, but here in China, it's usually rice fields. However, here there's both rice and corn. There's everything here, and fruit everywhere. The fruit here is really cheap. Where are we headed? There are already big buildings up ahead. Perfume Bay, Xiangyuan.
Xiangshuiwan?
Where are we going? All right, friends, let's see what we can tell them. No, those guys had a good pace. They were going about 28 kilometers per hour. I could keep up with them for about 2 kilometers, then I had to wait for Noelia. I could have kept going. What went wrong? You didn't join the group, so I had to stop. Otherwise, I would have gone with them. Yeah, I
Would have left me way behind.
I stuck with them for 15 kilometers.
How romantic, darling. I'm glad you waited.
I love you. Me too. Us against the world. Even if you're a turtle and for... Well,
In your 40s, no.
turtle, and I love you for it. Imagine if I had to chase after you. Look, we're at a crossroads because we want to go to one of the most famous islands in the country. And the scenic route we picked on the map passes through here, but it goes all the way over there. The thing is, we just saw some cyclists who kept going and it looks like they got on the highway, but that part looks really tough. The speeds there are extreme, and I don't think it's wise for us to join given our condition.
If you put in bicycle, it tells you there are no results. That's why it shows the bicycle route like that.
It's over there, you have to take the highway.
That's the theory, yes.
No, it's just that cars go much faster there. Look, you can see it from here. No, I don't think we should go in. Yeah, they're up for it. Can see, can see. Uh-huh, and that's it. No, that's wrong.
Well, this family let us leave our things here, so we're going to leave without the bicycles. We're just taking our backpacks and we're going to take a Didi to get to the tourist center of the island.
How nice of them not to charge us anything. They said leave your things, take your valuables, and don't worry. We'll watch them for you, and we'll see when you return. It said there 5A attraction. If you follow our channel, you already know that 5 is the maximum, but it doesn't always represent reality. We've been to 5A attractions that turn out to be just okay, while the free surroundings are amazing. Let's see if this one really deserves a 5A rating from Max and Noelia.
Well, now we're finally arriving at the tourist center of the border island, or the frontier island. Don't miss it.
It was very late to arrive at the border island.
It's 3 o'clock, I don't think so. It's a very small island. It has several attractions. It's very well organized. In fact, there are even little carts that take you around the whole island. You already know what Chinese tourism is like.
I'd pull the cart right now with these jelly legs I've got. That would be nice.
Let's see what services they have.
Is it good? Yeah, I'm gonna eat. Do you think 2 hours is enough?
No, well, 2 hours are enough.
It looks good, but everyone is already heading back and we're just getting here.
They came by car, traveled 15 kilometers on the highway, and we, from the same place, traveled 48 kilometers by bike to get here.
Selfie time, everyone smile. 1, 2, 3.
Here we can see some of what we're going to find on the island. And unlike the other places we've seen here in Hainan, this one isn't just famous for its beaches or the color of the sea, but for its wildlife.
This is like the reception area for tourists. This is where you buy the tickets. If you want to cross, you have to come here. And now I'm going to tell you how much the tickets cost. Hello, we want to buy 2 bags. We already have the tickets. For both, it was 264 yuan, so take good care of them for fee. And I asked if there were any discounts. They told me yes, for people over 60 years old, regardless of where they're from. With their passport, if they can prove they're over 60, it costs them half, and it's pretty much the same all over the country. Here, many places don't distinguish between locals and foreigners, so you can save money. This applies to students too.
In fact, in many places, not only do they give you discounts, but tickets are actually free. But in the case of this attraction, what this ticket includes is the round-trip ferry and admission.
And remember, if you're carrying as much stuff as we are, these visitor centers usually have places to store your luggage, your suitcases, your backpacks. Sometimes there are lockers, other times someone watches them for you, but here is better.
It's going to cost us 45 yuan to leave our things here. Actually, the locker only costs 25, the other 20 are a deposit, and they're supposed to give it back to you once you pick up your luggage. But anyway, it's a shame that it's raining today and the weather isn't very clear. The good thing is, like I said, you come to this island more for the wildlife than for the views.
I'm here because of the videos you showed, Furby.
It's also a beautiful island.
It's like Lilo and Stitch's home.
The first step to get to the island is to take a ferry or a small boat.
Hey, does it have Mayan? Yes. The camera had Mayan, which is like editing software that makes you look more handsome or beautiful. It gave you big eyes right there on the camera. This is where the ferry leaves from. This is a much smaller ferry. When we crossed to the island, yeah, it was huge. The ferry had like 4 floors. It could fit a lot of people. But let's see how this one is. How long does it take? 10 minutes, 10 minutes, just 10 minutes.
It's only about 2 kilometers between the main island and the border island.
Come catch me looking handsome tomorrow.
Alright, we've arrived. Welcome to the border island or boundary island. It's called Dao in Chinese.
Even though it's cloudy today, the water looks much clearer than in other places.
That's why it's so famous for diving. In fact, I noticed that on this island there's a PADI resort, which is the organization that certifies you in diving. And they even have a sort of underwater tour where they've sunk ships, houses, and various structures that end up providing a very interesting training experience. You can get certified at that place. I even think they have somewhere for you to stay. But not only that, all those things they sank, ships, houses, and so on, help protect the marine environment and allow the coral in the area to regenerate.
Hey, even from here it looks like they turned this island into an amusement park like El Rolo or Tepetongo. For those who don't know what Tepetongo is, it's one of the most popular water parks in Mexico, and here it's like they made a Tepetongo on a Hawaiian-style island.
Yeah, but on steroids. I mean, it's really cool. From the photos I saw on Chinese social media, it looks amazing. Let's see what it's really like.
Just look at this. This is the water in the port. Normally it's full of oil and gasoline, but here it's really clear. Look, Noelia, there's a photo right there. These are all the activities you can do from here. You can already see them. I like that they have the official prices. Look, the water dragon is 290, the giant fish 180. In Mexico it costs the same, but in pesos.
This right here is the experience I was telling you about, where they sank several structures to create a kind of marine village where you can go diving.
Where is it? This is the opposite side, here.
Here? Can we do it now?
Ah!
Cool, let's see. Can we dive in the ruins or swim with manta rays? 380 for both would be 360 when? We're talking about 1,500, 2,000 pesos approximately, but we're only going to come once.
Let me explain simply. 1, 2, 3 swimming. If you float, you'll see sweet potato peppers, tropical fish, and 80. It's a mountain breakfast with a sea view, rain, and an 80% chance of hot rain.
You can interact with the manta rays?
Play together. For this, you wear this BCD equipment. You don't need to do it yourself. A coach with equipment.
How many meters?
3 to 4 meters, 20 minutes in the water. Personally, I recommend that in these 2 hours, you choose one, just pick one, and that's it.
A little while later, we're going to go diving.
Yeah, I'm scared of diving, you know? It's one of the many things that scare me, but this one scares me a little more. I don't know why, it's just that the idea of being out there in the middle of the sea, that something or your tank could kill you, or that something could come for you and bite your feet, or that you can't get out.
It's funny because Max is afraid of diving, but he's not afraid of skydiving or bungee jumping. And for me, it's the opposite. I'm not afraid of diving, but I'm afraid of heights.
We already have the tickets and a last-minute concern just came up. Today we've done over 40 kilometers and my legs feel like jelly. Let's hope we don't get a cramp out there in the middle of the sea, because who would get us out? But we've already paid for the tickets. I'll ask the instructor. For now, look at the entrance to the island. It's like an amusement park, kind of like Six Flags, but Hawaiian style. And there are restaurants, ice cream, attractions, and I think we got here too late to really enjoy it. The thing is, if you want to stay here overnight, when you pay for your room, your ticket is automatically included. So honestly, I think it's worth it. We won't have time to explore everything, especially because the diving we're going to do lasts 2 hours, and when we get out, it'll already be getting dark. I think this is the diving area. How do you feel, teacher?
How do you feel?
There are 2 mask options. One is free and the other costs 80 extra. The regular one should be fine for us, right? Yeah. Here you have to pay extra for everything. It's expensive, or what do you guys think? Maybe it's the same in Mexico.
I think in Mexico it would be cheaper.
In a few moments we'll be underwater, 10 meters underwater. We'll see how it goes, because since there's no sun, I don't know how well you can see down there. Good thing we can take the camera. Let's hope it doesn't get ruined. Son of a gun. Here we go. And what if one of those shows up? No way.
I didn't expect to do this today.
I remember the first time we did it, you were shaking.
What great service.
Good service for what we paid. Yeah. Hello, do you know how to ski? Very good, very good. Have you skied before? I'm good. Are you scared? Very good, very brave.
The water's color is beautiful. Even with this weather, I can't believe it still looks this way.
Here's the station right here. Ni hao, ni hao, ni hao. This is where we're going to get off, right? At what point did a bike vlog end up here?
This is the mouthpiece we're going to use for the breathing apparatus, and what we're going to do here on this platform is basically gear up so we can go down.
Where would you be, Juan the dog? But did you want to stay there in the middle of the street where there's nothing right now? Would you be here about to swim with manta rays?
Did you lack foresight?
It's cold.
How much does it cost?
See you next time. How much does it cost? It's not that cold. It's hard to believe you got into ice water.
No.
Let go and lie back. Oh, I want to get off. No. Good. Shut up. Shut up!
Oh, lean back.
Oh. Yeah. And then don't move. Bustin'. No.
No, this vest makes you float. It's cool.
Come up. Thumbs up. Okay.
没问题，这个有问题，有问题。多疼，越逼急不气，像擤鼻涕一样啊。
The more you push, the more energy you get. Just like Xiaomi T, this is for you. Thank you.
So I don't need to swim now.
You need to.
Oh, so I need to swim a lot.
Swimming is too intense. This exercise is for the coach.
What's going on? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do now. I think she's putting the oxygen tank on me.
Scissors in the water. Breathe through your mouth. Breathe through your mouth. Scissors in the water. Breathe through your mouth. Keep your feet together and don't drift. Look down and tilt sideways. Next exercise.
I know it was bad, but I want to hear you tell me just...
I can't believe it. This morning we were in a village in the mountains, then riding bikes, and suddenly we ended up here in the middle of the ocean swimming with fish.
We still need to keep pedaling. About 20 kilometers remain today and I'm not sure we'll make it.
No, wait, before that we still have to explore the island. We haven't done that yet.
The experience is over and it was really cool, but there were a couple of strange things. One, we were swimming among Mojon sharks. While I was down there, I saw what looked like a bunch of sea cucumbers gathered in a specific area, and I thought, wow, this must be where the sea cucumbers live. And then, when I got back up to the platform, I asked them where the bathroom was and they sent me here. Then I realized that they weren't sea cucumbers, and second, I suddenly ran out of air. What happened? I couldn't breathe. What do you mean you couldn't breathe? Like the air was escaping?
No, what's going on?
I didn't know why, but it felt like the air wasn't coming out. I told him, go up, bro. So he went up, fixed something, got me out, changed my gear, and everything was fine. But then when we went down, the instructor was saying to touch the rocks, to touch things, to stick your finger in there. I said, well, as far as I know, you're not supposed to touch things, right? Because you disturb the ecosystem. But then I didn't know. And at the same time, I thought, what if I get electrocuted or I run into a Mojon shark? So better not. I didn't touch anything, but it was really good. I give it a 10 out of 10, and I think the time was enough, right? Yes.
It was enough, and it was also good that we brought a babysitter because you were really
nervous. I was shaking from the cold, or at least that's what I thought, but I was also nervous. Do you want a spiral potato?
Yes, sounds good. I'm just starving.
A spiral potato? Yes, with ketchup, please. Do you want one? Two, please, two.
This proves you can actually communicate in Spanish in China.
You can see it's possible. I just don't know how to say espero papa in Chinese.
Thank you. Honestly, it's a relief to know that once you're done diving or doing your activities, you have this whole walkway. And it's got even more restaurants with food from all over China, and there must even be some Western food. You also have stores with all the basic beach or water sports items you might need to buy. If you don't bring a swimsuit, toys for the kids or towels, they sell them there. We just brought ourselves an air dried in the shower. There are so many activities on this island that you don't even know where to go. We were wondering if we should go that way or this way or even straight ahead. Because over there is the beach with the water jetpack, the banana boat, little boats, there's everything, and this map here shows it. Because if you look, each of these things listed here are either restrooms, rest areas, or activities in general. This beach is great, little stands where you can eat, where you can drink, places where you can sit comfortably, a very, very pleasant atmosphere. And look, this is the first time I've seen a beach in China that has lounge chairs. It's always seemed strange to us that the beach hotels we've been to here in this country don't have lounge chairs, nowhere to sunbathe. But then we came to the conclusion that Chinese people simply don't sunbathe, which is why we find this very curious. Something I had never seen before ever in my life on any beach is this thing they call the castle on the water. And it's a set of inflatables like the ones they had at kids' parties when I was little, except these form an obstacle course on the water. How epic is that, right?
In my town, there was a place called Pico del Mundo with inflatables and games. I loved it and could spend all day there. If it had been on the water, it would have been my dream. And the Chinese really are good at turning everything into amusement parks, aren't they? This island gives me the impression that the government set out to create the most viral place possible in the shortest time. Because there are attractions everywhere, the island is just a collection of attractions. Suddenly you come across a Confucian temple, suddenly there's a headquarters, statues and caves like these that catch your attention. And it's a very smart strategy because the Chinese government today knows the power of social media and knows that if they create beautiful, photogenic, interesting, eye-catching places, people will share them on their social networks. The whole thing will go viral and people will start coming from everywhere. And it's a strategy they've used all over the country. For example, I recently went to a salt lake that's in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the Qinghai Desert, and there they built an entire park of salt statues. They even put in a huge train and little boats to attract people, and this island is no exception. Because just look at this place, it doesn't need any marketing, it's already extremely beautiful and very attractive on its own. The beaches have to be some of the most beautiful I've ever seen in my life, and I'm sure that anyone would want to come here and spend a few days in paradise knowing that it exists. But even so, in China you have to compete against many other tourist destinations, and that's why they invest and invest heavily. But what do you think? Do you prefer a more natural kind of tourism? Or do you prefer this kind of amusement parks built in natural areas which turn the experience into a sensory overload that fascinates the Chinese? Just take a look. Where else can you go to the beach and take a picture with a hot air balloon? With a Confucius temple with the Smurfs, it's like a Six Flags in front of some of the most beautiful beaches in the world.
That door over there is the perfect example. I had seen some photos taken right there on Chinese social media and I was wondering where it was. And that's the perfect strategy because in the end you see the photo and you say, no, but where is that? I want to go there. You don't need to know anything else. And this is the perfect example of what we're talking about. This is like a kind of vending machine for aesthetic photos made with artificial intelligence. What it does is take a picture of your face and then put you in different scenarios.
As if you were on the cover of a magazine.
First you select that you are me, I'm a woman, and then they take your picture to see how it turns out. Because the last time I did this, it gave me really weird pictures. It's like they're the paparazzi, you see? I told you they take really weird pictures of me.
But also, it looks like they don't have a light-haired option because all the Chinese people have dark hair. See, is this one good, Adventuralia?
Look, here I did go to the gym. It's not exactly me, but it's like a parallel reality where I'm Chinese. These four aren't that bad. I feel like out of what's available, they could look more like me, but as you scroll down, the photos get weirder and weirder. Look at this! I look like an alien. The horse, well, I don't know what it has to do with the island, but apparently Chinese people like these kinds of photos. Something I find really curious is the girl in the back picking up corals. And I think that at least on the beaches in Mexico, that's forbidden.
What I find most interesting is how they marked off the beach. Those are walls built by humans and they marked off the beach so people don't jump onto the rocks or go over there. In China, they always say, safety comes first, and I'm telling you, the whole island feels like a Six Flags. Everything under control, like everything in China, very safe, very controlled.
What caught my attention was that literally in the beach areas, since there's water, they put up signs. Be careful, you might slip. Be careful, there's a step here. This is a message for Mitzi.
Goodbye, thank you. Goodbye. This is what I mean about viral spots. Do I have viral potential? Do you think if I upload a video here, it will go viral? I'm telling you, everything here has to be safe. The swing is chained to the ground so you don't swing over the sea and go flying. Mr. Safety, Mitzi?
Now that we're in such a beautiful place, do you feel better about what happened with Juan?
That's messed up. I was just starting to forget that I'm Mitzi.
It's the perfect place to let him go, yes.
But if you keep reminding me, I won't let him go. Besides, I just saw a family walk by with a dog and I thought we could have brought Juan.
It's a shame we didn't have time left to come do this. It's called the Marine Theater or something like that, and in each of these areas they have marine animals. You can interact with them, you can feed them. The good thing about that is, number one, it seems that the water source for these pools is actually natural, like it's fed from the sea. And the other good thing is that it's a controlled environment where the children or the people who come to see these animals can at least feed them food they actually eat. Wow, but anyway, it's a shame we missed it. I think it would have been a great thing to do today. Oh well.
Here are the hotel rooms. See how wonderful they are. It would have been worth it. Absolutely worth staying here because they have access to the sea and at the same time it's enclosed, so it's very safe. You can swim here, you can go visit your neighbor in the rooms over there in the most beautiful pool in the whole world. And in case you have the rooms upstairs, which will probably cost a little less, you still have a spectacular view of the jellyfish park. By the way, in the background you can see the submarine, which is one of the activities they have.
Yes, I wanted to try it, but in the end we didn't have time. 2 recommendations if you want to come here. Number 1, come early, and number 2, yes, stay because the hotel is spectacular. These are some of the rooms and honestly they look spectacular. Like this one here, which already costs 569 yuan, but if you don't want to spend that much money, the cheapest room at the place costs 429 yuan. This is how it looks inside, not bad at all.
We got excited and stayed too long, even though we still have to pedal and don't have a hotel. There isn't much where we left our bikes, so I don't know where we'll sleep or where night will find us. We're back already. We have to keep moving forward, especially because everything here is booked and the few hotels left are the most expensive ones. Since they're resorts in a relatively upscale area and all the budget rooms are already booked. So we'll have to keep pedaling for about 7 or 8 kilometers to the next town to see if we can find a hotel. The problem is that we don't want to be pedaling here at night, especially because during this time people drink a lot and there are a lot of accidents. A coconut vendor told us again, he said, don't put yourselves at risk, don't go out at night. So now in the first town we find with a hotel, that's where we're going to stay.